fifth largest economy, third largest purchasing power parity. Another 2 years' time or 3 years' time maximum, India will become third largest economy. Our Honorable Prime Minister is promoting, and in a big way, not only one or two sectors, overall development of the country. Now growth rate is very impressive. Even people are projecting by 2028 incremental growth rate. Compared to any other country, India will be the highest. So with all these things, again, petrochemicals is growing at the rate of CAGR 7.3%. Even in India, it is growing better than that. So by even contributors for India, 6% to GDP, 5 million people employment, investments also 87 billion, and also by 2040, around 1 trillion industry. These are all very important notable points. As on today, we are having Visakhapatnam, HPCL or BPCL? HPCL. And also now BPCL is coming to Ramayanpatnam. That is what we are working with them. Already started around 90,000 crores. And if they bring partners, it will be better than that. So if you can see in all round, petrochemical is inevitable, but sustainability, how to go for innovation, and also creativity, downstream industries, how far we can reach. We have to balance long term, short term. Some people may have some doubts about green energy is coming. Is there any impact? According to me, there won't be much impact. Parallelly, either green energy and also petrochemical will move forward. That is what is showing as on today.
As I said earlier, governments will have to be focusing on two things. One is preventive care, and the other is curative care. And looking at this from the lens of how to improve this healthcare, one would have to be talking about availability, accessibility of healthcare, and also affordability of healthcare. All these three would have to be moving in line. In order to do that, from my state's perspective as to how we have been wanting to move forward is, we've taken every 2,000 people, every population with every village with 2,000 population as a unit, and we're coming up with village clinics. Okay. And then we're taking up every 30,000 population as a unit, and classifying it as mandal, and where we're coming up with 2 PHCs, primary health centers. These primary health centers would have 4 doctors. 2 of the doctors present in each of the PHC center, and they would be given an ambulance 104, and each of this doctor would be given their designated villages. So 5 villages or 4 villages, depending on the mandal size, to each of these doctors. And these doctors, every alternate day, would hop onto the ambulance and visit the village, and they would become the family doctor for that village. Very soon the doctors, because they've been designated only those 4 villages, so they would start to identify people by names, and they would use this village clinic as a hub. This village clinic primarily would be having an A&M, nursing graduate, mid-level health practitioner, and ASHA workers that we spoke about also reporting there. So that would take care of the preventive part. Now comes the curative part. The curative part would be dealing with the community, with the district hospitals, the teaching hospitals, and the area hospitals, and the teaching hospitals are going to play a very critical role there. So there we are coming up with every parliament taken as a unit. In order to ensure that there is equitable distribution of teaching hospitals, because only when you establish teaching hospitals, you have postgraduate students actually coming up there, and only when you have postgraduate students doing their course there, and these teaching hospitals are connected to a hospital, a teaching hospital as well. So teaching college and teaching hospital together would become the tertiary care that we are looking for.
If you look at it, there are few tools that have come out where by doing just a facial scan and using AI, the basic health parameters actually can be captured. And a few of them are under FDA review. So there is a potential to actually roll this out for every citizen. And this is a great way of democratizing healthcare in that sense, and doing pre-diagnosis of this. And then, of course, deploying all the tools that we just explained. That's post a test. So can we look at preventive healthcare proactively? And I think that's where AI can play a very, very important role. And what I just shared is one of the tools that's under consideration.
Yeah. If you do have AI, then there could be a concern about jobs going away. And yet, you speak about the benefits of AI. Can these work together?
I mean, if you look at it, jobs are under threat, but they're typically the white-collar jobs.
Yeah.
I think and every industrial revolution has shown that it creates more jobs than what people lose. History shows that. So I don't believe that AI will reduce the number of jobs, but I think it will change the order of jobs. And then I believe the jobs that are going to get created in the next decades are going to be in areas that we're yet to discover. And that puts a lot of pressure on HRD ministers like me who are trying to figure out the curriculum and the entire ecosystem. Saying that, fundamentally AI is here. It's going to change our lives. And as a government, we are looking at how can we expose women to basic AI tools, students to basic AI tools, because farmers to basic AI tools. I think that can fundamentally transform their lives. It can double their income in certain use cases. So just giving them that access and exposure alone can transform the way they're living.
It comes from the way we've been educated.
Yeah, exactly.
Your thoughts?
I mean, you've answered the question in that sense.
Shall we move on?
You answered the question. See, the problem in India is we look at outputs and not outcomes in education. And that's the fundamental shift you're going to see what Andhra Pradesh is going to do. So outcome-based education.
Right.
We'll have time we'll be able to free up time for the students to actually critically analyze things, to look at things in a very systematic manner, to answer the questions that otherwise wouldn't have been. Because today I look at my own child, and the questions that he asks me, I'm like, really? I mean, he's 9 years old. I'm like, it never even occurred to me till my teens.
Right.
I mean, they are learning fast and they love to be challenged. I think the LLMs and the AI models enable them to be challenged even better.
Yeah.
And I think that's the role. Again, do you want to be disrupted or you want to be the disruptor?
It is a very proud moment to each of us in the state to witness the remarkable response to the summit from all of you. Being on stage today with the who's who of the industry, Indian industry, and seeing the packed plenary hall today and reflects the tremendous confidence that the business ecosystem has in the state of Andhra Pradesh, and also the leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister, the dynamic Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu. Today, Andhra Pradesh is rapidly growing, progressing under his clear directions across all dimensions. Our Honorable Chief Minister has set a path for balanced regional development and sustainable economic growth, inspired by the Navaratnalu, an elaborate model of governance comprising of a welfare and inclusive development-driven society. Our Honorable Chief Minister has ushered in a paradigm shift in governance in the state. His clear message for all of us has been to handhold entrepreneurs from conceptualization to commissioning to marketing their products. As a state, we are committed to reducing risks for industry and lowering costs for doing business, while providing a strong industrial ecosystem for all of you. The state of Andhra Pradesh is blessed with a government with complete political stability, with a strong political mandate. The governments can drive decisions which are not short-sighted, but aim at creating a wonderful future in the extended term. This kind of stability of government has provided the confidence that the industry requires to thrive in the state, focusing on long-term sustainable growth. The state's consistent number of ranking 1 in ease of doing business is clear reflection of this confidence shown by the industries in the state. Andhra Pradesh today offers a bouquet of opportunities of investors across the board. The state offers immense support to firms whether they are looking at taking advantage of global trade winds and investing in manufacturing of electronics, bulk drugs, textiles, whether they are large energy developers looking to tap into the huge potential of the state by building state-of-the-art energy storage systems or green hydrogen production plants. The state has always been home to technological savvy youth who are focusing on emerging technologies to solve today's problems or building state-of-the-art medical equipment that can save lives. Andhra Pradesh infrastructure has enabled creation of large clusters to develop petrochemical processing areas, pharmaceutical hubs, food processing clusters. Our strategic location helps transport goods both inward into the Indian hinterland or outward to East and Southeast Asia. Truly advantage Andhra Pradesh is an apt description of the state. Our state provides the leadership, stability and talent to build for both domestic and global markets.